Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially 12:09 p.m. It's afternoon. I just want to say that Bitcoin, Ethereum are looking good. That brings me to this video that I've done many times where I kind of warn people. I guess it's like, how many times can you do it before it becomes redundant? But when I started doing it, Bitcoin was at $16,000. So it's like, Bitcoin was at 16,000, now it's at 110. So like, you've had time, you know what I mean? You've had time to do what you want to do. But again, like, this is a reminder that the market cycle has not ended, and the most money that people can make come at the end when it's this peak euphoria. And again, like, the main reason I say this, it's all about numbers and perspectives. Numbers. If something goes from $1 to $2, and then from $2 to $3, and then from $3 to $4, like, it's going up 100%, dude, 100% at a time. But that's not how crypto works, and I say it all the time. Like, I don't care what people do. There's opportunities, and like, if you're just patient, you can make money in crypto if you understand the whole cyclical basis of it. So everybody holds, you know. If you got in a couple months ago, you got in for cheap, and then it made a 10x pump. But during that last 2 months, I want to say, I guess maybe some people were like, ooh, well, if it was here and then it went here, it'll probably come here. Like, good luck with that. Those are people that know shit about shit. And it's like, if you want to fucking think that, fine. But like, you're wrong. It's so fucking easy. And so go back to the videos that I've talked about market conditions going back fucking 2 years. Everything that's happening is exactly what I said would happen on a macro level. We still have not gotten to that euphoric period where it's pure insanity and everything is going up. But I do believe we are getting close, and I am going to use that as my exit to the market, as I've said 1,000 times in the last 2 years. I've always anticipated to get out at the end of 2025, and I still plan to do that. Everything about the market cycle indicates to me that the end of 2025 is when we peak. The big question is when. And that's what everybody in the entire world wants to know. Nobody really knows, but I can tell you certain things, like, whatever. Like, I have my ideas of what will play out. But again, it's like, I'm just me. I know that, like, whatever I do, I'm going to be held under scrutiny for fucking whatever reason. Like, it's just annoying, man. Like, it's so annoying how everyone gives a fuck what everyone else does. Like, with projects, like, it's a market. You could buy, you could fucking sell. If you make money, good. If you lose money, shit. Try to make money next time. But it's like, it's a free fucking market. Anyone can do whatever the fuck they want. So if you own hold and you want to sell it now, good. Fucking sell it. I believe it's going higher. So I think by selling here, you're missing out on an opportunity. But hey, maybe I'm fucking wrong. I don't know. So far, I've been pretty accurate. And I really do think that when hold breaks 0015, it's going to fucking pump on a massive fucking scale again. So much that everybody in the market that otherwise doesn't know about it will fucking soon learn about it. And you're going to have accounts like David Gokhshtein or Gokhstein, whatever the fuck, however you say it. Like, as a community, we've been trying to get his attention for fucking 18 months, and he still hasn't paid attention. Yet, every day, he's like, what's the next SHIB? And then when it was Doge, like however many market cycles ago, or last market cycle back in 2020, 2021, I go, yo, bro, look at SHIB. Look at SHIB. It's the next fucking Doge. You keep asking, what's the next fucking Doge? I'm like, it's SHIB. It's SHIB. And it was SHIB. Of all the fucking millions of tokens. How did I know? I got lucky as fuck. But I'll tell you what. Again, he's doing that same shit. Let me engage. Let me community engagement. Let me talk. Pepe. Oh, I love Pepe. Like, it's so good. Like, it's just nothing but farming for engagement. Like, I like him. But I think he's an idiot. And I say that only because, like, he only focuses on the shit that I fucking hate, which is the noise that everybody else chatters about. I always talk about fucking the basics in the fundamentals, where I go, if you understand math, if you understand 2 + 2 is 4, then you understand why this is this. And it's like, he's going, well, you know, which meme is going to be in the bing, and it's like, oh, you could do that. You know, that's what a lot of people that don't know what they're fucking doing are interested in hearing, because it's just entertainment. So again, this fucking guy, David Gockshine or whatever, again, I do like him. He is a nice guy. He's from Long Island. You know, we joke about that. But I think he's a dum-dum, and I'd love to fucking debate his ass on this, because I would bury him. I would fucking bury him. And it's because I know more shit than him. He knows shit that I don't know, but he knows the shit that doesn't fucking matter. I know the shit that matters. The shit that is the fundamental basics of shit. So the point I'm trying to make is, to this day, he was asking last market cycle, what's the next Doge? What's the next Doge? And I said, it's SHIB. Goddamn motherfucking Patty was right somehow on that. That was crazy. But I was right. So, in the end, he's now going, what's the next SHIB? What's the next Pepe? And he just throws out the biggest fucking tokens with the biggest fucking market cap, so that everybody sees his account and they go, oh, this guy's talking about a coin that I own. I'm going to follow him. That's so cool. So, a year ago, I said to Dave, I said, hey, buddy, I said, why don't you pay attention to Hold? Because I think it's a project that's going to be successful, and I think it's going to be the next SHIB. And then he's just like, oh, let me farm for engagement. So now we're up, 12x from where we were. It's up almost, I guess, 100x from dead bottom. Or maybe it is right at 100x from where it was in February of 23. So if you held since February of 23, you're up 100x right now. And the craziest part is, it's just about to break out again. But the reason that this is able to continue is because the volume is exponentially increasing. It used to be $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a day. Now, on average, we're doing $200,000 or $300,000, $400,000 a day. So, when it breaks out again, you want to see it doing $2, $3, $4, $5 million a day. And if that happens and it breaks out again, you want to see it doing 20, 30, 40, 50 million a day, because that's the only way that it can sustain. And that's the only way that it can keep its integrity. That's the only way that it can keep the momentum going. Because if the volume doesn't sustain, then it doesn't fucking matter. But the best part about all that shit is if the volume starts doing 50 million a day, every fucking person in the world knows about it. It's not going to grow by 50 holders a day. It's going to grow by 500 a day, which again is the only way capable of keeping it going. And this is going to continue until it doesn't. That's what's going to happen. That's crypto. That happens with every crypto cycle. So if you don't like it, you can't blame me, because I'm fucking telling you this shit's going to happen, because it happens with every fucking cycle. Bitcoin goes up. Bitcoin goes from 1,000 to 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, it hits 19.5, and then goes right back down to 3.5, and then up to 69.5, right back down to 16 or 15.5, up to 110 right now, could go to 200, maybe even fucking 250. Say it does go to 250. It's gonna go right after that. But ultimately, everything's going to remain higher than where it was the previous market cycle. Telcoin is a good example of that, because Telcoin at one point was at 4 zeros and a 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. And then it made a 600x pump to 6 cents. So 0.0001 to 0.01 or 0.06. 600x. But then it shit the bed again. God, I'm spitting on myself. This is disgusting. So instead of it going all the way back to 0.0001, it went back to 0.0001. So it was 10 times higher than where it was the previous market cycle as a low. So ultimately, it grew from 10 times from the bottom of the previous market cycle to the bottom of this cycle. So now, if that continued, and next market cycle, it grew so that the bottom, instead of it being 0.0001, 0.00001, and then this cycle, it's 0.001, it would this next cycle be 0.001. Make sense? So it's 10 times higher, 10 times higher. So that's how like Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies have grown. So now again, bring me back to David G. David G for the last fucking year has been doing, what's the next ship? What's the next ship? And I'm going, yo, bro, check out Hold. Check out Hold. And I'm sure a lot of people do that with a lot of different tokens, but it's just the irony of it because I was the person that was telling him about Shiba Inu last market cycle that ended up being the next Doge. So how fucking crazy would it be if all the people in the world, of all the tokens in the world, he keeps going, when's the next Doge, when's the next Doge? And I'm going, it's been Hold. It's been Hold this whole fucking time. So already it's up 100x from absolute bottom. We're up about 10 or 12x from where we were a couple months ago, but it's about ready to pump again. So if it does make another pump, that means the people that are up 100x now are up 1,000x. But they only could have achieved that by holding it for fucking years. And again, this market cycle, I believe it's going to go way higher. It could go to fucking 10 cents, 20 cents. But if it does, at some point, it's going to fucking pull back. So just remember, if you do get in here now, and if you do make tons of upside, there's always going to be a saturation level where the market can no longer sustain and keep it going and everything rolls. And the goal, for me at least, is to get out before that happens. So again, I'll ask David G. You didn't pay attention last time when I said Shiba Inu was the next Dogecoin. Maybe, just maybe, this is the good part. After we pump again here, and we go from about a $30 million market cap up to maybe 300, 400, 500 million, yeah? Because I think that that's going to be fucking cake. And when we do, David G, only then is going to start to acknowledge it. And everything that I've ever fucking talked about for 2 years continues to play out exactly how I anticipated, where I say, nobody gave a fuck until they do. David G didn't care at 2 million, didn't care at 20 million, but watch him care at 250 million when we want him to care, because we want all that new money to come up. We want it to ramp up 10x. And when it does, the volume ramps up 10x, allowing other people to get in and out. And it's just like that. It just continues. And then all of a sudden, market shits. Then fucking 4 years later, the market blows up again. And instead of this bitch going to 10 or 20 cents, it goes to fucking $5 or $10. And everybody's like, how is that possible? It's just math. It's just holding. It's crypto, man. It's not like anything else. It's not like other asset classes. Other asset classes don't do this. Anyway, it's been a nice rant. I'm driving and there's more iguanas in the road. I'm going to try not to run them over. Everybody holds is around a $30, $35 million market cap right now. When it breaks over 250 million, just remember, I've been talking about it since it was $1 million market cap. And I have never changed my tone once. Because if you understand the fundamentals of math, it's that simple. Math, demand, and then knuckleheads like David G, who turn their head to value until it's a fucking 100 times more, then they start to shill it to their fucking community members at a fucking exponentially higher risk. That's not a good thing, but that's what these influencers do. I've been talking about it since it was tiny, so the risk was tiny. Everybody, every single fucking person that follows me right now is up on it, and if you're not, I don't know how, but that's fine. And if you're just buying now and you're expecting 1,000x, it's probably not going to happen. You missed that window. However, I do think that we have all the momentum at our back. You know, a perfect example. Unicorn Fart Dust, whatever the fuck it was called, was a $400 million market cap, and then it went to shit. And so it's like, it was in a poll that was comparing us to them. And like, I look at the market cap and I'm like, 20 fucking million. And then I look it up and I go, holy shit, it was like 500 million. And now it's only 20 million because nobody gives a fuck about it anymore. It already lost its appeal. It lost all the hype. Bunch of shady shit was happening with it. Bunch of shady fucking influencers behind it. That blonde chick that everybody talks shit about. She's been fucking talking about that thing forever. She's been talking about it from 500 million to 20 million. So you follow her, you lose 95% of your value. You don't want that. Anyway, I think people get the point. Hold has the momentum, Hold has the chart, Hold has the growing fan base, and the best part is Hold hasn't been recognized by the biggest influencers yet, but when they do recognize it, it's gonna blow up so much bigger.